Hey guys, welcome to the Making Love to Your Matrix online class. This class is entirely held on a private Facebook page. So you have to have Facebook in order to get the material. I will not be sending emails out. This is the only email you're going to get for this class. So make sure that you click on the link in this email to be added to the Facebook group. That's where all the material is going to be available and uploaded. If for some reason you don't have a Facebook account and you don't want to have a public Facebook account, make a private one, make an anonymous one. You can put a fake name, you don't even have to put your picture. And that's totally okay, because I know a lot of people just don't want to be online, but you do have to have Facebook in order to be in this class. So everything will be held on Facebook. In this video, I just want to basically tell you how the class is going to run, what to expect, and how to get started. So first of all, you guys are my beta test group of this class, which I'm really excited about. And my intention is to make it very casual, and so that we can feel like we're connecting, because it's the only time I'm going to teach this class live. And so I would love to have your perspective as much as possible. I will be posting on Mondays. This is a month-long class, so I'll be posting Mondays and Wednesdays. And usually I'll be posting by 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, so you can Google where that is according to where you are. Now the point is that the purpose is for you to do it at your own pace. The idea of an online class is that you can do it at your convenience. So don't feel like you have to be online at a certain time. Just know that I'll be posting Mondays and Wednesdays for material, and then I'll also be checking in every day and seeing your questions, your thoughts. I might even, be popping in and putting my thoughts. And we will do 2 lives during this month, which I'll give you in advance the time for the live, so that you can join live if you want. And if you don't join live, it'll still be available for you to watch on replay. So don't worry about it if you can't make it live. And I'll pretty much always keep this group open so you have access to the material. And I probably will at the end of the class put it all on a password protected page in one space so that you can find it and refer back to it. So the idea of this class is to fine-tune our resonance to the win-win-win, to abundance. It's ultimately about setting our inner genie free, our inner genius, and learning to grant our own wishes, so to speak, to make our reality a reality that feels healing. Now, this is not about just granting superfluous wishes. This is about actually meeting the deeper needs and desires of our hearts, because as we learn to do that for ourselves, we hold that vibration on the planet, and it becomes much more easy for people to access. So this is a powerful journey that we're on. And I've found that one of the biggest struggles that most empaths have is believing that they're worth it, believing that they have worth, believing that they can have a life and create a life that actually feels good to them, that relationships can feel good, that work can feel good, that creation itself can feel good, that existence itself can feel good. Because most empaths overwhelmingly take in so much information and feel other people, almost vicariously live through other people, and often don't really live their own life and thrive. Now, this is usually from unmet needs and not even really being able to access what our deeper needs are. So in this class, we're going to be going in and really accessing our deepest needs, learning to be completely 100% authentic about what we need without any apology, guilt, or shame, and allowing our needs to be met. So it's going to be fun. I really hope it's going to be fun. And I've honestly never been more excited about the information that I've been getting, and particularly in this class, implementing it. So what I want you to do, what I want us all to do to start with, is because we're rubbing our genie lamps and setting our genies free, I want us to get really clear about what we want. So my first assignment for all of us, and I will be doing it as well, is to write down 3 wishes for this class, 3 intentions. Now, when I say wishes, I don't necessarily mean like at the end of this class, I want to have this material thing like a car, although we'll definitely practice manifesting, intentional manifestation. But I mean your deeper needs. Now remember, like I said, for most empaths, our biggest struggle is being able to admit to our needs, to be able to voice our needs, and to be able to be honest and authentic about how we actually feel. So in this class, that is the intention. That is the goal. the goal is to be able to connect to our deeper needs and to voice them and to meet them, and in a way that actually feels good. And it's a way to like I said, the whole idea of this class is making love to your matrix. It's making love to your life, realizing that you can have a relationship with yourself and with your creation and with what we intentionally, consciously manifest that feels good. And we can allow ourselves to let that be known, even to us, what we need. So I'm going to give you a little example of this. For me, most of my life, in terms of from 12 years old on, it was after my mom died and I moved in with my dad. My dad was very much about work hard and don't do anything that's like, he would call like, I wanted to be an actress, and that was just like a pipe dream. And it was always like be practical, be good, be moral, be all these things, and then you'll get what you want, which never really worked for me. Because what I learned is to shut my needs down, and I didn't know how to voice my needs. Even before that, I didn't know how to voice my needs, which is very typical for an empath. But since I've been, in the last 6 years, all I've been doing is essentially, I made up a decision. I will never work for anyone again, and I will never do anything I don't want to do ever again. Now, that might sound like the most selfish thing in the world, but it was actually the most liberating thing in the world, because what I determined was that I was no longer going to live in an inauthentic way, that I would be authentic to myself. And the last 6 years for me, the journey has not always been easier, hasn't always come easy, and I didn't even realize what a struggle and battle it could be to just simply be aware of my needs and meet my needs and allow that to be okay, and also allow myself to enjoy my life. And the one thing I've realized in the last 6 years, that every time I do that, every time I allow my needs to matter, my external universe starts reflecting to me that I matter, and my heart heals, and then I become more powerful, and powerful in a way that is healing for the planet and healing for me. And when I don't do it, it's becoming more and more obvious. When I start going back to old beliefs or getting triggered into feeling worthless, instantly my life shifts, and I realize one thing that has become glaringly obvious to me in this last 6 years is that I can be in any reality at any given moment based on what I'm tuned into, and my whole life can feel that way. So the goal or the idea is to practice the resonance of the reality you wish to experience, and practice it until it becomes so natural to you that you don't even have to think about it. It's just your reality. That's what we've done anyway. It's just that most of us have practiced thoughts and practiced behaviors and habits that are out of alignment with our true self. So it's reflecting back to us in our reality, and it's feeling uncomfortable. So the best remedy I know for this is authenticity, being as authentic as we can about what we need and what we feel. And so this class is really an opportunity to allow us to matter, allow ourselves to be heard, allow ourselves to be seen. And if you think about what would a genie who's been freed, a genie who no longer has to just serve the needs of others, but can actually meet its own needs, what would a free genie want? If you could manifest anything you want, what are the actual things you would want? And it's usually those deeper things. It's the things of the heart, those things that are invaluable, that you can't replace. It's funny how in the world we value things that cost money, and the things that are free we don't value. But the things that are free are the things that are irreplaceable. People, for example, the air we breathe, the environment, nature, all the things that we take for granted are the things that are invaluable, absolutely invaluable. And so this class is about starting to develop a relationship, a personal, intimate relationship with your creation, with your matrix, with your thoughts, your feelings, your ideas, and your actions, your inspired action, so that you are in alignment with the win-win-win, so that your life can feel abundant, and so that we become a living embodiment of abundance and of freedom. And this is absolutely possible, and the energies on the planet are in support of us right now. It is what the collective is asking for. So this is much deeper than we may even realize, because we are being called right now. This is a calling to step into abundance, to step into healing, to step into liberation. And so it's courageous what you're doing. It's courageous to do this. And not many people dare to allow themselves to matter in this way and actually care about other people. So I want to encourage you, like I said, right now to write down 3 wishes, 3 intentions that you have for your life, for this class, because this class is a reflection of your life. This class is a reflection of how you relate to your own matrix, to your own life, to your own creation. So what are your 3 wishes for your life? If you could have 3 things that would make your life better right now, and like I said, deeper things, think intangible in a way, think relationally, just think how you want your day-to-day life to feel. So I'll share with you what I've put down. So for me in this class, I'm really focusing on my relationship with Chakra Center, my work, because like I said, I've been programmed pretty deeply we all have, with the idea that work equals obligation equals slavery. And so even though my intention with Chakra Center is to inspire and to encourage, often and many times and at many points in this, I have been operating under the program that it's work and therefore slavery. And so my number one wish is for this class is for Chakra Center to feel like my lover, to feel like a relationship. And in a relationship, it's give and take. And in a healthy relationship, you're authentic about your needs. You let your needs be known. And you think about how you want it to feel to you. The idea of a relationship is that it should be mutually beneficial, mutually inspiring, help you grow. And you're also helping the other person grow. So my number one wish was for Chakra Center to feel like a lover to me. That it would be stimulating to my body, mind, and heart, and that it would be stimulating to others in that way. My second one was I desire for my creation, or Chakra Center, to take care of me and support a lifestyle of sustainability. So this is a huge one for me, because I feel like most of the way people operate, especially in business, is unsustainable. Most of the way humans operate and the way we think and feel and approach things is unsustainable. So if we can have a sustainable model from the get-go of how we live our lives moment to moment, which is that we live from the heart, from the fully restored heart, which is that never-ending stream of abundance that we tap into at any given time, the source of all sources, we have the ability to tune into that and therefore create anything, therefore be in any resonance we need to be in or want to be in. If we had that model, the model of the win-win-win, the model of abundance, it's a sustainable model. It will always take care of itself. So my second wish is that my relationship with my creation would be sustainable rather than draining my life force. And the third wish I said was I want my creation to, I can't even read my own handwriting. Haha, this is hilarious. I can't read what I wrote. But I think it has something to do. I can see free, and I'm clearly going to have to redo my third one. I want my creation to feel like, heaven on earth. Haha, there's my handwriting. Heaven on earth. I want to feel abundant in every way. And so that's my navigation point. I know that if I'm approaching my work, if I'm approaching my life, if I'm approaching relationships, if I'm approaching you in a way that is coming from lack, then I'm creating more lack. But if I create it from a space of abundance, I'm creating heaven on earth. Heaven on earth, the definition of heaven on earth is abundance. It's being back in the garden, having our needs met, being in fellowship with creation rather than at war with it, being in fellowship with ourselves, fully expressing who we are, fully expressing our sexuality. In the garden, we didn't have clothes on. And I'm not saying we should all be naked, but what I'm saying is there is a level of nakedness that is required in order to be set free. It's a level of authenticity. It's taking off the masks, peeling off that elaborate fig leaf that we've created. John Eldredge uses that term, and I really love it. That elaborate fig leaf that we've created that is a way to hide our vulnerabilities or mask who we really are. So in this class, we are allowing ourselves to be who we are and feel how we feel and meet our needs and have a more sustainable model of how we approach our lives. So please share yourself on the Facebook page, introduce yourself if it feels good, and share your wishes, because I would love to hear what your intentions are for this class. And stay tuned because more will be posted later today and also Wednesday. All right, love you guys.